Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Shingeki no Kyojin, or you could just call it Attack on Titan, which is on chapter 85. Apparently, this chapter did come out with the Raw, but later on it just got released with this translation a little bit early to my really shocking surprise. So, this chapter right here, the recap might be a little bit long, so if anything else, just giving you a heads up, 7 up, and so forth, and of course you can see the time limit and so on. So, if anything else, let's just go. Okay, at the beginning of this chapter, we have to it that there's possibly a vision of Mikasa telling Armin to get down, and when it says painful and it hurts, it seems like Armin wakes up and sees a Colossus Titan face in front of him, and he did not realize, and later on he realizes it's shedding tears, and goes like, Bertolt? And Armin looks at Sasha, and it seems like she's gotten really injured. As for Eren and Mikasa, everyone Eren's really happy to see that he's alive. And we have to it that Levi goes like he's finally awake, and we have to it that Armin asks what's going on, what happened, and he goes like I just figured. He therefore tells Eren to tell him everything what happened. After that, it seems like Armin was really shocked about here, and to see to it that there are only 9 survivors of the survey corps in the area, and of course we have to it that Jean tells Armin like we tried looking for other survivors, but none were found at all, and we have to it that Reiner and the Beast Titan escaped, and another enemy. We captured the Colossal Titan, but because me and Commander Erwin were near death, you fought over who would receive the injection, and I transformed into a Titan and ate Bertolt. And Armin was pretty shocked because go like, why was I chosen? No matter how you think of it, it should have been Commander Erwin surviving this. Why'd you inject me? And Levi gets really upset at this and tells Eren, "Didn't I tell you to tell him everything?" You see here, your 2 close friends of yours didn't think the same way. They even clashed with me, causing an injury on me. You know that? And we had to it that Mikasa and Eren were willing to accept any punishment given to them. And of course, Hanji goes like, of course, violating military orders will lead to discipline. But do you think a willingness to accept it means you can do whatever the hell you want? And Eren's like, of course not. But Levi says, then again, I was the one who made the final choice. So it's no, my personal feelings decide this will be Erin's burial ground. Even Armin still cannot accept it that without Commander Erwin, what are we going to do next? And we have to it that Hanji even says, I believe injecting Erwin was the right decision. But Levi was the one whom Erwin entrusted the serum to, and Levi chose you. So, henceforth, I have no grudge against you. So we entrust Erwin's legacy to you, along with the power of the Titan that you have. And we have to it that Hanji says, you already have a role in here that that you can't escape from, and you have greater conditions to humanity. Even Armin goes like, I have to carry the responsibilities that Erwin has. How's that even possible? And we have to it that Eren and Mikasa was really concerned about this, and Levi tells Armin, don't get me wrong, you can't replace Eren, but the power you have is something that no one else have right now. But I'm going to tell you this, don't let anyone regret their decision. Not me, not these two, where he grabbed both the heads of Mikasa and Eren, or anyone else. And don't let yourself feel any regrets either. That is your mission. And Sasha was still like, I'm thinking in her mind, so noisy and so forth, that kind of thing. So it seems like to me we have to it that things are gone to a certain situation, but right now, like Armin is now in the same position as Hanji right now, and they have to stay determined. Now that Armin is fine, we should go head out, and we have to it that Levi, Mikasa, Eren, and Hanji will go investigate and take a look at the surroundings, you know? And Eren still has the key to the basement and so forth. And we have to it that they reached the home where Eren and Mikasa used to live, and therefore lift up everything else and take a look at some things. And we have to it that there's a flashback of Eren wanting to look at the basement, and his father says, "You will discover something very important to you later, okay?" And it seems like there is a basement at long last. Took how many chapters just to get there? Like, and how many years did it take? 7 years or more. This manga was created like in 2009, I believe. I don't know. And we have to it that like it seems like things were still looking pretty crazy as the backstory still continues. We have to it that like Eren was given a key by his father and says, "I'll let you take a look at the basement," but it seems like the key could not open. It won't work. So Levi, on the other hand, decides to come in and kick the door down. So it doesn't really matter much. And it looks like to me they looked at first, the moment I expected to look at the basement, I expected a lot of files and papers and something about a big history to be behind these kinds of things, That's what I think of at most. But apparently it has a lot of medicines and books related all to medicine, which is really strange. There are no suspicious details whatsoever. It seems to be emphasizing a point, but you can't really find much about the information here. But we have to it that Levi says, "Look around, don't slack around, take a look, god dang it." And we have to it that like they found a keyhole, and therefore Eren opens it, but it's empty. But Levi says, "Look a little closer. There's 2 layers at the bottom." And he found these kinds of books. One that it seems to be very, very, very important later, as they both open the book and they end up finding some kind of like picture later. Although there is a backstory about like Erwin once asked me this, the fact that no humans exist outside the walls. How exactly did we determine that? That kind of thing. And as the backstory continues about Erwin and so forth, there's a lot of things that like it's related in a way. And of course it goes back to the present here and there about like Wall Maya has been retaken, and it seems like that they are victorious. And it seems like there's a painted portrait they captured, but apparently that does not become the case. When Levi and Mikasa, Eren, and Hanji took a look at the photo, it seems like this was created of a reflection light on a special material called a photograph. "I come from outside the walls where life is harmonious for humanity. In reality, humans are not extinct at all, and these declarations reflect the truth." So, in simple bullet points for you, that in case you're still confused, Armin's okay and was told what happened. Levi tells Armin, "Don't feel any regrets about something after what just happened." They end up finding the basement, looking at the history, and finding a photograph. And later, of course, Warmire is retaken, yada, yada, yada. Seems like everything seems to be back to normal, but it can't just be back to normal from here on out. This photograph has to be very, very relatable to a certain, has to be very related to a certain degree, because, I'm pretty sure we're getting some history behind this, along with, of course, the warriors, these warriors, human warriors, are still a threat, the warriors from Reiner and that freaking Beast Titan. There's no way in hell that the manga author's gonna put them under the bus and go okay, that's not important. They will become important later. That's one thing to keep in mind about. So I do not know what's gonna happen, but one thing for sure is it looks like there might be some history about Eren's father talking about where he found this harmonious and so forth. I don't know what to expect. I'm repeating myself again. I don't know what's going to happen, but one thing for sure, a lot of information, and the next arc is just about to start very soon. I don't know how this is going to end in a certain way for Attack on Titan, but it is what it is. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.